Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Fly High. Welcome to my channel. And today I'm going to be telling you a story about getting pulled over by my friend using this weird fucking app. Basically, this app was... Okay, so it was an app that basically used like Google Maps, and you would like set this intent. I wish I could remember the name of this fucking app, but I don't. It was fucking stupid. I would not recommend using this app, but you basically would set an intent, and then based on that intent, it would send you a location using like Google Maps and shit to like bring you to an area that was apparently matching that energy or something. I don't know, some weird shit. The way my friend explained it to me, we're gonna call him Mike. I really didn't understand it, but fuck it. So we basically piled in my car. It was me, my friend Mike, and then his girlfriend. We're gonna name her Molly. Now, I didn't know this until afterwards, but apparently Molly's family has some fucking history in this town, and I didn't know about this. So, yeah, basically there was some weird shit that went on. So anyway, our first intent was crazy. Um, it basically just dropped us down. It like sent us a location somewhere downtown in the city near my house, and we just got in my car. We started driving. We took like mad left turns, mad right turns. We got into a really bad part of the area or of the town, like the east side of town. That shit, it's like kind of run down. There's some crazy shit that happens. I don't know. Basically, when we got there, there was just, I don't know, it looked like a house party, but there was police and like police tape and shit. Everyone, it looked like a whole group of kids were just being like held up. Like the cops weren't letting them go. We couldn't get that close because the police tape, and there was like other like squad cars. There was like fucking like 6 of them, 2 of them on each side of the road, on the entrance of the road. It was like in this weird like, it was basically just a block basically. But I wish I knew the fucking street names, but I don't. I barely go downtown, dude. I don't want to get fucking robbed, so I stay away from there. But we saw that, we got the fuck out of there. We didn't want any trouble. So after that, instead of just going home and saying fuck this app, this shit's stupid, no, I say, you know what, let's do this one more time. Everyone else is saying, you know what, we should just probably go, blah blah blah, this shit's stupid. No, my dumbass says let's do this again. So our next intent, we thought crazy was, the pinnacle of what we should do. Maybe, a like-minded person would be like, let's set, a more positive intent. No, our intent was literally bad. And I remember this being my fucking, like, choice. And I fucking regret it. So, basically, we sent the intent for bad. We hit the, like, generate button, and it fucking plops us this random ass fucking location. It looks like it's almost off in the woods, dude. It's fucking crazy. And it's not that far, believe it or not. And basically where I live, to give some background to this, I kind of live like, there's woods around me, but there's still fucking cities. That's all I'm gonna say. So fucking bust a goddamn Yui away from that fucking first plop that I put us in. I don't even know what to call it, pin, I should say. Get the fuck away from there. And this is when shit really goes down. So we're driving. Well, I should say I'm driving. I'm driving my fucking car. And I drive a fucking 4-door Toyota Matrix. This car does not... It's not supposed to leave the fucking pavement, bro. This car has no business being nowhere but the city or a rural fucking street. That's it. That's it. Okay, so we're pulling up on this fucking abandoned road, basically. Not abandoned road. It's still like a city road. And fucking it like transitions, dude. It was weird as fucking shit. And I just remember it was like we're going up a hill, and I noticed there's a sign for a hospital. And I didn't really think much of it. It was kind of like a big fucking area now I think about it. Like there was a couple different buildings around that bitch, so I really couldn't tell which one was a hospital. But honestly, when I like pulled in and took that right into there, I could tell this is probably somewhere we weren't supposed to be. Hey, I don't mean to fucking interrupt the story or like ruin it. We weren't supposed to fucking be here. So we drive down this road, and I'm just chilling, I'm going fucking a little fast. My car's fucking literally bottoming out. I can feel the goddamn rocks hitting my fucking underneath of my car. Oh my god, the damage that was caused on this night was fucking ridiculous. Also, I should foreshadow this before I get further into the story. We got weed in the car. This is before weed was legal where I'm living. This was actually like probably a year ago or something. It only recently just got fucking legal. But anyway, that's fucking whatever. So we're going down this road. It's only a one-way road now. It's turned to dirt. There's rocks everywhere. It's fucking going down in the woods. It's so thin, like the woods is so thick that you can't really U-turn yet. And I don't know where this leads. So I just keep following it, and we're getting closer to this ping. And I see a sign, and it says, like, it's, like, really fucking overgrown, but it says, like, fucking, like, oh, God, what did it say? I don't want to leak the shit. It said something, like, mental, like, ward or, like, wing or something like that. It was, like, a subsection of a building, so I'm like, okay, you know, this is probably abandoned, because it looked fucking abandoned. I didn't see a goddamn building anywhere nearby. The path just kept going, but we reached this place where it kind of turned into, like, a circle where you could turn around in. And fucking past that, like, it just kept being, like, the straight road. It just basically bulbed out and then kept going straight. But before you can go straight, there's, like, this gate, and it's kind of closed, not really. So I'm, like, we're debating, oh, do we fucking, you know, get out here, walk the car and go in? Or do we go in with the car? And I'm thinking I probably shouldn't, because my car's already been fucked up as it is. We say, fuck it. We're gonna get out of the car and go in. So I'm whipping this bitch back around so we don't have to back out of this stupid ass place. And I see headlights. My heart fucking sinks, bro. I'm like, shit. These lights are bright as fuck, and the first thing that comes to my mind is cops. That was the only thing my mind should have been thinking, because it sure as fuck was. It was one squad car, and it just slowly was coming out. And mind you, I can't fucking book it. My car's here. It's under my fucking mom's name. They'll just come to my house. So I can't dip. My friends are all with me too. I don't think they're fast enough. I don't even know if I'm fast enough. I don't know where I'm at. So I'm basically just waiting for the fucking music. I'm paying the piper right now. I'm waiting for them to bend me over, you know, get in the car, you know, where's your license, blah, 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 all that bullshit. And it felt like forever, but then they finally get there, and then I see they basically pull up kind of perpendicular, like kind of on the side. They weren't blocking the exit, but they weren't exactly leaving a lot of room to get out either, so it was kind of like fucked if I were to even like do some dumb shit. And oh my god, my ass could not have prepared me for the person that stepped out of that car. It wasn't, you know, a jerk-off, like, fucking state trooper with, like, the big hat and the fuck-off sunglasses. No. This was a Latino, middle-aged woman. You could tell she had a couple kids, and she was pissed, dude. She was mad that I was there, dude. I felt fucking horrible. As soon as she gets out of the car, what the fuck are you guys doing here? Fucking, can I see some ID? Like, just straight up ripping into us, and I'm shaking, dude. I do not do well with fucking confrontation. I don't do with anxiety. I don't like being in a situation with cops asking me questions or even talking to me normally, so this shit was horrible. So we basically give this woman our IDs, and she starts looking us up, and she basically just goes to her car, looks us up, comes back, and she just starts saying, you know, like, what are you guys doing out here? Like, this is a mental facility. Like, patients are allowed to roam here freely, like, in the night and stuff. Like, it's really relaxed right here. Like, you could get hurt out here. Like, what are you doing? And I start explaining to this woman, oh, like, we're using this app, and, like, oh, God, we're using this app, and, like, sense and intention. I just stumble my words, dude. I'm shaking like a fucking leaf. And then she stops me in the middle of all this, and she starts, like, sniffing, like, audibly, and I already know what this is going to be about. She's like, smells like weed. And she looks me dead in my eyes, and she's like, have you smoked today? And thank God. My friend Sesh, before we got out of here, like, we seshed at my house. Well, they did. We didn't. I stayed sober for this. They seshed. They had off my bong. I actually had a really new bong at the time. I'm not even getting into that. I'm getting off topic. But anyway, they seshed. It smelled like weed. We had weed in the car. Not a good look. Cop was pissed. Cop was also pissed about the weed. So she asked to go in my car, and like an idiot, well, maybe not like an idiot, I kind of just said yes. I think probable cause laws up here, or, you know, if you smelt it, you dealt it type shit, you know what I mean? I was fucked either way. So I go in there, she pulls out the bag of weed, she's like, you know, this isn't legal, you know, I can give you a ticket for this, because at the time, it wasn't like a federal, like, offense, it wasn't really a misdemeanor at this point, it was just kind of like, you know, a slap on the wrist, a ticket, if they really wanted to be a dick about it. So she goes on about that, and she gives us our IDs back, and she stops at my friend's girlfriend, Molly, and she says, oh, is your last name, like, your last name is blah, blah, blah. And she said, yes, and she's like, she kind of looks at her, and she gives her, like, a little scoff. She says, huh. Like, like, as if, like, she expected this to happen. And I was like, what the fuck? I was kind of, like, sketched out about that. So she gives us all our IDs back, and thank God she just says, all right, you guys are going to go, since you look like you're good enough to drive, don't smoke and drive ever. Like, get out of here, basically. So I'm like, okay. Those words kind of echoed in my head. I don't smoke and drive to this day, bro. I did it a couple times afterwards, and I didn't like it. It freaks me out. I suggest you don't do it either, but I don't judge if you do. Just be careful. Care about you guys, whoever's watching this. Hope you care about someone else, I guess. I don't know where I'm going with that. But yeah. So she tells us to get out. And I should have said this beforehand, but I had put my car's emergency brake on. So I get in my car, all of us, we get in the car, we're like shaking like fuck. We're like, oh my god, this is fucking horrible. Like, I can't believe we're getting out of this. I'm like, fuck, like, let's get out of here. Like, the cop's not moving. She's waiting for me to make the first move. So I'm like, fuck, okay. So I start driving. And I'm going slow as shit down this road, even though I'm stepping on it, right? And apparently I'm just so fucking, like, tunnel vision that I just couldn't hear this shit. But my e-brake was still on. I drive for, like, a quarter of a fucking mile down this stupid ass, like, little, like, just beat up, like, road, just getting back to the pavement. And I look down and I just, like, see that my emergency brake's up, and I just start dying laughing. I, like, slam it down. My friend's looking at me like I'm crazy. He's like, oh my god, like, how bad that is for your car? I'm like, fuck it, I don't care. I'm not in jail right now. Like, this car can go to hell for all it really means to me at this point. And to hell it kind of did. I still have it, but yikes, does she have some fucking repairs she needs to get done. I just get out of there. We get out of there, and we say, okay, enough is enough. We're not going to use this app no more. And we never use that app again. We go to my house, and we basically just end up smoking more weed and getting high as fuck, having a good time. And I asked my friend's girlfriend, and I'm like, Molly, why did that cop, like, give you that, like, weird, like, scoffing, like, laugh thing? Like, why is she being so weird to you? And she said, oh, my dad's, like, in and out of jail all the time. And, like, basically the whole, like, county knows her family. Her whole family's, like, filled with people who've just been in and out of prison. Just, not the best people to be around. I kind of laughed it off. I'm like, okay, that kind of makes sense. Like, thankfully she was so nice to us, because usually cops around here, like, they hold grudges against people like that. So I was grateful for that. And yeah, man, we basically just had a really good time. Laughed a little bit, basically just being thankful we weren't in prison right then and there for trespassing or for some stupid charge like that. And yeah, good times were had, and that was pretty much it. That's the end of the story. Thank you so much for listening, watching, whatever you did. I hope you have a good day or night, whatever time it is near you, and peace.